Beckel starting already on our Great American panel. Former Deputy Assistant Secretary of State, Fox News contributor, USA Today columnist, co-host. By the way, I am very fond of the show, The Five, every afternoon here on Fox. He is a radio host and a columnist for FoxNews.com and blogs at The Cowboy Libertarian. Patrick Dorinson is with us, and she, a fellow with Project 21, Fox News contributor. Deneen Borelli is back. Good to see you. Tax the rich, tax the rich, tax the rich. Obama from today.
These would be among the biggest cuts in spending in our history, but they've got to be part of a larger plan that's balanced. A plan that asks the most fortunate among us to pay their fair share just like everybody else. I will veto any bill that changes benefits for those who rely on Medicare but does not raise serious revenues by asking the wealthiest Americans or biggest corporations to pay their fair share.
Deneen. Sorry.
Sean.
All right. Look, 10% pay 70% of the bill, half don't pay anything. Fair share, fair share. He's got us $4 trillion in new debt. He's going to kill the economy if that ever became.
No, he is killing the economy, and this is class warfare, and his policies have failed. That is obvious as well. So what he's doing is pitting one class of Americans against another, and that is not solving the problem.
How does this help him with the middle ground that he's losing in the country in the polls?
I don't think it's going to help him one bit. I'll tell you, Sean, it reminds me of what Russell Long used to say. You know, don't tax you, don't tax me. Tax that fella behind the tree. We're always looking for somebody else to put the money in to fund this government. I think the American people are going to see this for what it is. And quite frankly, the hardworking people out there that I talk to on my radio show, they know in the end that they're going to be the ones who are going to be paying these bills.
Think you could run that clip a few more times?
Oh.
Okay, that's really interesting. I'm very fascinated by it. Let me make a couple things clear here about class warfare. Class warfare, by your definition here, is we're talking about 2% of the American people versus 98%. That's not class warfare, one. Two, when you say 46% of the American people don't pay taxes.
Well, 40 to 50.
50, fine. 50. Let's make it 60. They pay payroll taxes, which are a larger
They don't pay
percentage.
federal income taxes.
Excuse me.
They get that money back.
Wait a second. Payroll tax is a cut. It's more out of their income than certainly out of your income. What you pay for maybe not in your situation. It's decidedly different than most. But in my case, for example, I pay a higher percent. I pay a lower percentage than a lot of these people. What are you smiling about?
Because you're so full of crap. It's
Well, you know what?
unbelievable.
What do you expect? I mean, I've been listening to this crap all day long. I mean, you tax the rich. Look, at some point, they got to have to stop having a free ride.
Listen,
about a
how much
flat
is
tax?
enough?
I'm for a flat tax. I have to be for a flat tax.
How much is enough of people's income? How much can any American know in a free society that they can keep? I think it ought to be 25% can go to the government, and we ought to be able to keep 75%.
We need more skin in the game. As you said, there are over, 45% of Americans that are not paying federal income taxes. So a flat tax, for example, would cover all of the basics.
You ever get a job from a poor person, Beckel?
No, I've never had a job, so I really don't know. No, I worked at the Peace Corps. That was a poor job. Listen.
You never got a job from a poor person.
Listen, I mowed lawns of people, you know, like your house, for example. It would take a long time to mow it. But look, the point is this. You keep talking about this class. Nobody has done better in this country the last 30 years than rich people. And I don't think they've paid their fair share. It's about time they start to pay their fair share.
Rich when you have
Sean,
people who are not paying federal income taxes.
Sean,
The rich
you know
are
what the
the
class
ones who
warfare?
provide
You know what the
jobs.
class warfare is in this country? It's the political war. It's the political class,
Yeah.
the permanent political class that is sitting in Washington D.C. That's the warfare. They're the ones who've been waging war on the American people by messing things up, overspending for at least 50 years.
You're right. He's touching it. The anger is shifted in this country.
You bet.
And all the promises of Obama and all their reckless spending. People now, they're not getting mad at the oil companies. They get mad at Obama. They're getting mad at the Democrats for misappropriating funds. So
and his
Okay, this is the most
policies.
important question, though, for this period. Where do I get a hat like that?
I can get you.
I gotta
one.
go.
Okay,
We'll
good.
take a
I'll bring
break.
the guy who makes mine.
Fine.
For the Great American panel coming up right after the break.